Hello everyone, welcome to your relationships reading for August 2025. Last month when we connected for Aries, there was, pretty strong enough emphasis for me to repeat a relationship with food to just be aware of. So either food to avoid or overindulgence. We'll see what the main emphasis of conversation is for August for your relationships. We'll do cards and charms. And then over here you see I'm going to draw one card about someone on your mind or someone who comes to mind during the reading. And then we'll pull a card to see who has you on their mind. And maybe why. Hopefully why. Just to give you some insight. So I do timestamp. You can use the timestamp below if you want to jump ahead to your messages. Otherwise, welcome to my intro preamble. It's fun to watch the cards and the charms come about. See what your energy is initially making me feel here as we think about and get ready to talk about your relationships in all the sense: people, places, pets, environments, with your body, right? With your emotions, wherever it might be. Okay. So who's on your mind? Or who's popping in and out of your mind? Who's crossing your mind? who's taking enough time in your thoughts to be worthy of a card? Guess I'll put it down. Not sure why I'm taking it high away from the camera. Now, who's thinking about you or has you crossing their mind? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Excitement here. Okay, maybe you light them up. Okay, you make their heart shine. You make them smile because you've had good times together, right? When we reflect back on time spent with friends and coworkers and family. Okay, sometimes strangers, right? Sometimes strangers imprint on us. Oh, charm. Okay, let's see. What are we gonna add tonight? So I'll just keep going until charms are ready to move. Okay, we're doing bottom row first here. Both of those discarded. Okay. This just lets me tune in. Okay. I've got both of my seeking charms on the same card. Wonderful. Start in the middle then. Figure out what you're seeking here. Okay, it's just going to take time spent stamp for all of our Aries friends that come to this point. Join us at the messages. Okay, so where am I going to tune in? Yeah, okay. For August here, it's already starting to really tune into these two charms because they both mean the same thing. So they're your soul energies. The angels here are emphasizing seeking. So emphasizing research, emphasizing curiosity, emphasizing your need maybe right now, or feeling for clarity, for answers, for insights, for an update even as it relates to a relationship for you. So we have my seeker dog, my dash hound. Oop. And he is kind of pointing you in a specific direction here, right? His feet are planted. And they paired that with my fairy, who's looking down, not sure where to go. Again, kind of needing answers, needing a sense of direction. So maybe somebody is leading you on, maybe somebody is gaslighting you, maybe somebody is leaving you hanging, right? Conversations just kind of hanging, and then 3 days later you finally get an answer in the text message. Yeah, it's like you can't see the full picture here. I mean, obviously the model's standing in front of her, but I feel like that's what the student keeps communicating to the teacher. And I actually don't think this teacher's being very helpful. I do feel like her answer is kind of like, I don't understand what you can't see. It's in front of you. So again, if someone's being vague, like I was saying, misleading, vague, gaslighting, right? Gaslighting is, it's coming, right? So they're purposely holding information, or you feel like you don't have the full picture. I'm not quite understanding what the delays are here. Oh, I guess a little too high there. So either you actually can't see the full picture, or someone is blocking you, right? She's not helpful. She's just saying, I don't know what you can't see. It's right here in front of you. What can't you see? I've showed you, I've told you. But they don't actually try again in a different approach, a different way. So there's some frustration here. I'm going to come to the wine bottle that's pointing back at this scenario. And this is also a charm about being lost, not really having a sense of direction, right? You're kind of spinning the bottle here, going every which way. So is someone making you, pushing and pulling you in every which way? Or is there a relationship that you have with something that feels a bit yo-yo? And that's maybe why because it's pointing back, it was pointing back at this way. So maybe that's why you feel like you can't see the bigger picture, because you feel like every time I try, I end up right back where I am, right? That's kind of what she looks like here. She's kind of fed up with the trying. The phone is down, so she's not answering. I've forgiven 1, 2, 3. I'm not forgiving again. I don't understand why it happened again. You said, right? Or even I said I wouldn't do this again. When we kind of take it inward instead. Someone else's actions, we actually put it on ourselves, even though it wasn't our action. But in sense of direction, your soul energy here, she's reaching out to herself with encouragement. Like, try it again. Yeah, you're gonna kiss 3 frogs before you meet your soulmate. You're gonna have different roles and different titles until you find the job that really speaks to your passion, to your values, till you find the company that's going to give you the full picture view that you're seeking, right? Or this is you handing you your clarity, right? Trust your intuition, trust your gut. Who knows? The teacher here may have said, draw a human. She may not have said specifically, draw the model in front of you. She may have just said, draw a human shape. And you know how to do that. You know how to be in a relationship. So again, don't put someone else's action, somebody else's words on yourself. They're pairing your knowledge, your nugget of wisdom here, with supporting energy. So your loved ones are lifting up your foot here. They want you to take action. They want you to take a step forward, right? She's sitting, and they want you moving forward. But there's some knowledge here. Like I said, a little nugget. The turtle is swimming in here with some information. It's gonna change your world. It's gonna help shift you into this action, right? They had to move to step away from the fire here. I feel like a chimney stack, right? You have to make sure the flute is open so the smoke can escape. I don't know if that's the knowledge that's coming into you, either the reminder that you've learned that you need to release. You can't just sit there with this bottled up. You need to let your steam out, right? Go back to how you burnt off your steam. Are you someone that plays a sport? Do you color in coloring books? Right? But I feel like they want you to like take this top off and let the steam out before you actually explode, right? Take the kettle off before it kind of overflows with the water. But you know this, right? The turtle's swimming in to remind you. You know this. You know you need to release the pressure valve here that you have on yourself and take action. And that's how you release the valve. You feel better when you take action. You don't feel good when you just sit there. Or when someone forces you, right? Someone forces you to sit there. It does not make you happy. You've got to take action. You're moving forward in life energy. So there's some kind of distant relationship here. I don't know if some of you are in a long distance relationship, if you just know someone in different countries, right? We have friendships all over the world, but there's quite a bit of distance here, or this is a long period of time apart. Look at the welcome home party here. Maybe you've been away traveling, working in another country, or planning to. But you have like a welcome party here. I wish the camera. Maybe I can. There we go. You know, if this is a long distance relationship, I feel like this is an opportunity for the two of you to get together in person. Like you are coming together. So maybe you've made the decision, or you're making the decision, or they proposed they floated the idea by you that one of you kind of picks up and moves, right? Where are we gonna plant our roots? Your place or mine? I really like this welcome party here. You know, the closing of the distance, right? You're coming to shore here. Just trying to see what other context they want to apply this to your energy, to your lives. I feel like the final context here is this is a dream trip come true, but it's a long distance trip. So an example that they're showing me is my own. For me, New Zealand is a trek. But it's a dream. So this card would be me fulfilling my relationship, that draw, that pull I have to New Zealand, and the welcoming party, right? The energy that I'm going to receive when I fulfill my passion, when I strengthen my relationship with myself. I strengthen my relationship with my sense of adventure. There's beautiful fulfillment there. Ooh, sorry, I did all that with the camera completely out of focus. I get so distracted in one thing and the other. Okay. So we have this really nice balance coming with a commitment, or within a commitment. This really nice balance and energy, or a new commitment, some new structure, a new routine that you're adopting, a new behavior, a new approach, or like I said, a new bond here. It's very peaceful for you. It's a very good center for you. Good energy, good place for you to sit in. Kind of opposite of the energy below here. Yeah, look at you. You're comfortable at home. You don't really feel like you need to reach out and connect anymore. You know, this person is sort of your soul match. I don't want to say soul mate. I want to say soul match. It could be your soulmate for those of you seeking this type of relationship, this type of dynamic in a relationship. But I feel more of just like your soul energy really matches. You know, their personality matches yours. Could be a company or job, right? The professionalism here. So this is you stumbling into or coming into the role that just speaks to you. So now your relationship with career is better. Lots of improvements here. You're the first sign where I really see, well, actually no. On the bottom here, there's action and change to take, but I mean, there's a lot of beauty up here. I almost forgot. Well, I did forget all about the bottom already. I'd already moved into the happy space. I'm not even in Aries. Okay. Yeah, like this endless possibilities, limitless opportunities, energy coming towards you here that you're sitting in. And I feel like it's starting here in August. Opportunity for you to kickstart it. I feel like I want to flick this like a coin into a wishing well, and like see the water explode like a geyser. You know, just here's all your wishes. Okay. Yeah, I feel like she's playing that game where you just, cover your eyes and, put your finger on a globe, and you're like, okay, that's where we're traveling. There's like this beautiful playfulness of what's behind door number 1, door number 2, door number 3. I don't really care. I'm gonna embrace what's behind whatever door there is. Again, sort of that fearless, limitless possibilities. You have this beautiful approach here. Kind of different from the tower, right? The let off steam to I'm in full control. And maybe that's how you as a person get back to this state, right? You release the pressure. You release the steam, you fulfill your need to be able to see the bigger picture. You're connecting, right? You're reaching out and connecting and seeing people or someone from afar or going somewhere afar. And you're connecting into this new pattern, this new role, this new career that really speaks to your energy, speaks to your soul energy. And then you feel really confident, in control again, stable again. So for whatever reason you've gone through, or you're currently in a bit of a rocky place here where you're not too happy in some of your relationship areas, but you have the ability to turn this all around and get back into your lucky energy, into your abundant era. Yeah, whatever's frustrated you down here, whatever's angered you, whatever's worked you up to this point, maybe you don't even know anymore. It's compounded and it's built so much you can't even remember the root cause of why you're angry, but you need to release it. Yeah, that's all I'm getting. Just to kind of release it and go back to your more positive way of thinking. Okay. Who's on your mind? Who are you thinking about? Who's passing through your thoughts here? Loudly. When they come into your thoughts, they are you are allowing them to all consume it, or you're playing back memories. Maybe you have videos of them or videos of you guys together, because there's a lot of volume here, and I know this is a drum, but I feel this is like a camera or a mirror. So maybe you're looking at photos, or like I said, photos or videos of things you did together, times you spent together. Or, I mean, you could be stalking them on social media and looking at what they're doing, right? All the entertainment that they're putting out there. But they are running around loud in your head right now, in your thoughts here. You're kind of running crazy. You're letting them run around crazy in your head and your thoughts. Maybe that's what's got you in this funk. You know, why are you looking back there? Why are you looking back here? Look forward. You know, maybe this is somebody you need to let go. You know, they look like they're having a good time, but the masks are kind of upset, hot and cold, right? One moment it was good, next moment it was not so good, but they were always happy. They were always in a good mood. Maybe you weren't so much. Okay, who is thinking about you? Who has you on their mind? Wow, look at the contrast in energy, right? This person's very boisterous, and then you have this quiet, the person that matches your energy. The quiet one. Calm. I feel like their thoughts about you are just fleeting, though. I feel like I don't want you to take this wrong way. It's not that you're not important to them, but they give you equal thought to everyone else, right? You're in their care system. They think of you, they care about you, you're part of their world, you're someone that they consider important in their life or had an important role in their life. This is someone you cross paths with already. But like I said, they give very balanced thought here. Positive thoughts, grateful thoughts for having known you, spent time with you. But like I said, equal weighting. So you're just kind of passing through. They're just kind of checking in on everybody mentally, giving everybody equal interest and time, curiosity of how they're doing, what they're up to now, versus this person that is distracting you, loud, fanfare. They were wild and crazy. If I were to compare these like exes, right? This would be this is your wild and crazy friend, and this is your calm spiritual friend. This is the wild and crazy ex that you were adventurous and did things with. Maybe they laughed all the time and were known to be extroverted, very like super extroverted. And then this person would have been complete opposite, very introverted, very quiet, very reserved. So that's how those two energies are kind of contrasting here for me. But I do like how the angels are choosing to pick one person that has you on their mind, and it's the person that matches your energy, right? Look at your star shining, and you're here in their network, right? You're one of these stars shining. Have you not talked to them in a while? Is that the distance person? Or are you just not giving equal thought to this person because you're watching videos and photos and reminiscing or spending time with that person? So maybe it's just a balance, Angels want you to kind of give balance to all of your relationships in your thoughts. Don't let any one person or thing, even if it's yourself, right? Don't get obsessive over any one thing. Okay, so let's check in next month and then see where they want you to focus on relationships then.